Okay, so now we have opened up our Survivor, and this is what it looks like inside. You can see a big motherboard plate with an extremely big cutout here. This is for making it easier to change and swap around CPU coolers. You don't have to remove the entire motherboard and everything. You have easy access to the retention plates behind the CPU cooler. Plenty of cable management options, pretty much holds anywhere. So you can hide away cables, make a better looking build, and also improve airflow because you have less clutter inside your case. On top here you have a 200mm LED fan on the standard Survivor version. The Survivor Core has a black 200mm fan. Also at the front on standard Survivor, another 200mm red LED fan. All of these can be controlled with the switch that I just showed you on the front ports. And in a little while I'm going to show you how to connect that all. So cable management, motherboard tray, lots of space and little hooks for cable ties to keep everything neat and tidy. Bottom mounted power supply. You have rubber feet for the power supply to rest on, so it will take away most of the vibration that might come from the power supply fan. This intake is also filtered. You remove the filter by sliding it out the back like this. In the front there's also a dust filter. Basically all the intakes on this chassis are filtered. Now, as I already mentioned, in the back there is another 12cm fan. And moving to drive base, you have 4 5.25-inch drive base for DVD drives, burners, blue disc players and so on. There's a couple of adapters included, so you can install double SSDs or another hard drive up here if you should need that. And then moving to the hard drive cages, the Survivor has kind of a special design. Normally you can fit 6 hard drives in here, but for some very high-end gamers, you might want to buy one of those extremely long graphics cards, right? And then the Survivor might actually be a little bit too short. What do? Well, you can remove the middle hard drive cage like this, and you free up plenty of space, around 42 centimeters actually, from all the way from the back here to the front. So this leaves you more than enough room for even the most extreme cards you can find on the market right now. Speaking of cable management, I've hidden most of the cables back behind the motherboard tray. Here are the 2 USB 3 cables that you would have to pull out the cable exit hole on the back here to connect to your motherboard. And this, boys and girls, this is the interior of the Survivor. Okay, one more thing I want to show you is hiding behind the motherboard tray. We have a special kind of port here. It's got 18 pins. This port is very similar in functionality to our accessory called the Hydra fan LED switch. This port here is basically an integrated Hydra that you get with your Survivor chassis. What you do is you take the LED switch cable that comes out of the front control board, the front I/O part, and you connect these little 2-pin connectors to the headers here on that big port, and then you take all the LED cables that come out of the Spectre LED fans. All the Spectre LED fans, whether you buy them separately in the store or the Spectre LED fans that come included with the Survivor, they have this little 2-pin cable that comes out of it. This is for switching LED lights on and off, and you connect that next to the switch like so, and you can keep on connecting up to 8 Spectre LED fans on this port right here. And then you can control everything together with the front logo too. All the LEDs can be turned on and off with the press of a button. Okay, here we go. Here we have the Survivor with all the hardware installed. Cables are cable managed and tucked away nicely, so you can see all the nice hardware, and we have a very, very open airflow in the case no cables hanging in the way. We're using a power supply from NZXT and a very, very nice graphics card. It's a GTX 460 amp edition from our friends at Zotac. Also have some Gale Evo DDR3 memory. That's nice for overclocking. And finally, everything is plugged into the GIGABYTE P55A UD6 motherboard. Also not bad for overclocking, I can tell you that. So all I have left to do now is install my very, very fast SSD for operating system and my S2. Put the S2 on there. I'm going to put everything together, and then it's off to the weekend LAN party. Okay, so I got everything hooked up, got all the LED leads connected to the kind of the high drive port behind the motherboard tray, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'll open up the I/O, and here's the LED control switch button, and I'll turn it off. You see the LED logo turns on nicely, and you can turn it off if you want to. LED logo together with all the Spectre LED fans are connected, and they all work in tandem. On, off, on, off. And that, boys and girls, that is the Survivor from BitFenix. This is David signing off. I will see you next time.